we have the pleasure to welcome Edouard Mognetti, the director of the School of Wine. Edouard?
Hello, hi everybody.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm very happy to be here.
How are you?
To have the opportunity to present you the strengths of the school.
Sure. First question for you, Edouard. My first question is about France. Why choose France to study wine business today?
France is beautiful.
Sure.
No, more seriously, if we speak about wine, France is part since centuries of the world-leading producers. French wines are, of course, very famous throughout the world, France is the again with this perspective of doing wine since centuries. You can imagine easily the know-how and the knowledge acquired in terms of vineyard management, in terms of vinification, and of course in terms of business.
So more than France, we are in Burgundy here at Dijon, on the first campus of the School of Wine.
Yeah.
What makes Burgundy such a unique place to train for careers in wine and spirits?
So as I said, France is the best place to study wine, but Burgundy is the best place to study wine in France, of course. The Burgundy vineyards is 1,000 years old vineyards whose terroir climat are classified at the UNESCO heritage site. The wines of Burgundy are very known. You know it, of course. The Burgundian wines are exported throughout the world. We know, and you certainly know that many foreign vineyards are looking for an increasing dynamic, a premiumization dynamic, and Burgundy is a model.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay. So we're going to create a bit of debate in France, but Burgundy is the best place to study wine and spirits.
Yes.
What does a school within a school actually mean? That's a word that you use a lot.
Of course.
School within a school. What it means?
This is very important for us. I very often say that the best argument for the school is the school. I mean, we are not an addition of formation, of programs,
of tracks. Yeah.
Yes, we are a school. This means that we take advantage of a dedicated building, a dedicated staff, a dedicated research, and all of that make us unique. If we speak about our staff, for example, all our program directors come from the wine industry. I come from the wine industry.
Okay.
If we speak about faculty, we involve, for example, a master of wine in our faculty, who is clearly a member of our staff. The other example, the head of the department is a member of the OIV delegation. So we involve more than 80 lecturers who come from the most known enterprises in the world. So we give access to our students to an incredible network, clearly. And that's makes us clearly unique in terms of model.
For those who are watching us, we have to say that there's clearly a building dedicated to the school on the campus of BSB.
Yes. We involve facilities, incredible facilities, dedicating again to the teaching and the formation about wine. For example, we involve a cellar dedicated to the wine, a cellar dedicated to the spirits. We involve a testing room, a lab dedicated to research and experimental behavior in terms of wine.
This place
also? Just
okay.
On this side.
Okay.
Very close to this side, to this room. So all of this, everything has been thought for the comfort of the formation in terms of wine and spirits, of course.
This what makes School of Wine very different.
Of course.
In the schools systems in France, there's really a school and not just
an addition
of tracks.
Yes,
okay.
yes. I don't know, clearly. And this is important. At this time, I don't know any institution who has pushed the model like that.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay, and you said that you came from a wine background.
Yes.
Could you tell us more, maybe?
Yes. But this is important to say it. So I have the hat of director
Sure.
of the school, but I'm also graduated from the wine school of Wine and Spirit Business in Dijon. I did one of the program. So I'm.
You're an alumni.
I'm an alumni. I'm kind of a living
Sure.
model, if
Profile,
I can say that. It's a bit pretentious, but I'm finally an example of a career you can have if you make one of our programs. So I started to. So I used to be here, and I started my career in a big firm of Burgundy. As a sales manager, and after I took the general management of a wine board in Loire Valley, and I'm here. So you can make a school and become the director 14 years after.
Perfect. We're going to talk about the students' profile. What kind of students' profile could we find at the School of Wine? I think it could be really international, though.
Yes. We welcome here more than 50% of international students. This is very important for us, as the majority of our programs are taught in English.
Okay.
So we welcome students from all over the world, especially from United States, from Asia, from India, from Russia, but everybody is welcome, of course.
There's a question from the chat. I don't remember you, but you can ask all the questions in the chat section if you want, and our guests will answer. The first question is a diploma from School of Wine well known in the wine industry?
Yes, very well known. We have a network of more than 2,000 alumni.
Okay.
So this is very well known, and alumni throughout the world clearly said to us that the School of Wine and Spirit Business, the Burgundian one, has a very good reputation. For example, we have some master of wine all over the world who recommend the school for a career in wine and spirit business.
Another question, as a director, how could you describe the atmosphere between students?
The atmosphere is very good just because of, again, this multicultural environment.
Yeah.
Of course, we, as I said, we welcome some lot of foreigners, but we have in our staff, we involve in our staff a lot of culture of countries. For example, I used to speak about our master of wine. He is Australian, Steve. I used to speak about Lara, the head of the department, who is Italian. The director of the lab is Greek. So we install kind of a very favorable environment for foreigners, clearly. And they are not lost in the in the school.
Sure. You say more about the nationalities present in the staff, but do you know what nationalities are they in the students' population?
Yes, as I said, we our top 4 in terms of countries the students come from China,
okay,
United States, India,
okay,
and Italy.
Okay, nice. A last question, maybe on the chat. Maybe we're gonna talk a lot just after with Jacques Thébault, but Do we get to visit vineyards or wineries during the programs?
Yes, yes. This is our one of our big strengths.
Yeah.
Clearly, our philosophy of teaching is kind of learning by doing.
Sure.
I mean, there is of course theory in our method. In classroom, of course, we teach all the
theory.
The theory applied to the business of wine, finance, marketing, communication, business, etc., etc. But there is a lot of field trips, and thanks to our network, we have access to the best wineries, clearly. And this is important to say it. I mean, we have a global vision. I mean, of course, thanks to this network, we can enter in very known wineries and in very known family wineries domain, but also in very big firms like Gallo, for example, as we did in New York, for example. We have access to a network, an incredible network.
Not only in Burgundy.
Not only in Burgundy,
Yeah,
of course.
sure.
I'm just. We were last week with Jacques and the student of the MBA in New York for
Cool.
a dive in the US market.